2. All right,
let me know when.
right.
We already live?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Gun Lake Tribe is hosting us.
Good to be here.
It's the first show of Warriors Zeitgeist 2018, Dave.
That's right.
Check it out. We have What's the Big Idea on stage behind us. Mike and the guys, Josh and Dave. We've got an orchestra put together. A lot of very talented dancers and musicians out here for Warriors Zeitgeist 2018. It's been quite a journey as we've traveled through time and prepared and got this music and all this energy together. How you feeling with the energy, Cole?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I have all the energy in the world right now.
Right on, right on, right on. And Dave, man, thanks for bringing us to your home, the Gun Lake Tribe.
Awesome.
It's been Ladies and gentlemen, Clandestine Live, episode 32. We're back on live. How you feeling? We are live from Camp G-Jack.
Camp G-Jack
Right.
here in Bradley, Michigan.
Mashantucket Pequot. Pequot?
Yeah, no, it's Mashi-Benashiwich.
Yeah, see, you better correct me on that. Get it right. Mashanashiwish.
Mashi-Benashiwich.
Mashabinashiwish.
Yep.
Gun
That's
Lake
it,
Tribe, right?
Yeah,
Mashi-Benashiwish.
Potawatomi, the Keepers of the Sacred Fire.
Keepers of the Sacred Fire.
Yep.
Well, I'm very honored to be here, man. We're Clandestine Live, episode 32.
3-2.
Right.
Awesome.
And shout out again to everyone that helped us, man, all the crew, Bill and Spud took care of us here, right?
Yep.
The PJ Sound, thank you for coming to town, PJ, you know,
Yep.
taking care of us. Dave.
Dez getting ready to roll.
How you feeling, Des?
Feeling good. Yeah.
Well, we're at the Gun Lake
Yeah, he's a
Tribe
rock
being
star.
hosted here. It's actually the tribal picnic and celebration, right?
Yeah, it's celebration for a couple of reasons. One was they won a Supreme Court decision on one of the things they've been fighting for years, and that went through. So this is celebrating that, and also celebrating the fact that the management is now turned over to the tribe, and they're doing their own management. So it's a big deal. It's time for celebration. So that's what we're here for.
Right. Well, the commemoration of that management is something to be proud of.
Of course. Yep.
You know, I remember Clandestine. We were here years back, not here specifically, but we did fundraisers way in the beginning when federal recognition was an issue.
Right.
Right. Gun Lake was not a federally recognized tribe some years ago.
Yep. 1999 is when they became recognized. Yeah.
And so to be standing here on this property and having gone to the Gun Lake Casino, you know, walked around the facilities and then remembering that we were together doing fundraisers so that we could get a legal team together, right? To get this federal recognition, you know, so it's wonderful to see the opulence. See,
I know.
You know, the success.
Totally is.
I got to say, too, I've watched the Gun Lake tribe having some inkling through you, your family members, but I see, man, there's some hard-working people here, man.
There really is.
You know, they're definitely not here just taking that casino, you know. I mean, you would think there's this stereotype, you know, with Indian gaming, there's definitely stereotypes about how there's just free money.
Right.
It's certainly not free. You know, it took a lot of effort to get the facilities, and then to create enterprises beyond that is wonderful. It's a thing of accomplishment in this day and age, you know, to be able to manage that.
We actually have our own clinic now.
Yeah, that's serious, man.
That's huge, you know, because it was always an issue, you know, now it's not, you know.
Well, I know Scott and talking with Jeff today, too, all the plans that they have for the future is really commendable, you know, taking care of the children and the youth for 7 generations, if you will, you know, as you should. And making sure we're taken care of. You know, I see Ben coming in, right? He took care of us. He's manager here, right?
Yep. Come
on up, Ben. we're on Clandestine Live right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey. The guy up front, you know.
Yeah.
We're on Clandestine Live, episode 32 right now, man. And we were just talking about, man, I'm really impressed with the opulence and the hard work of the Gun Lake tribe and the team that you work with. Unbelievable, man.
We appreciate you guys being able to come here and just bless us with your music. This is going to be great tonight. It's a phenomenal get together. It's for a good cause, good reasoning. It's just a great time to come together as family. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's a good thing, man. And I'm really honored to be part of the family event, you know, this tribal commemoration. You know, you guys are managing the facilities, and I was just saying how impressed I am with the planning of enterprises and future, you know, the way you're managing it is really unbelievable for the future youth, for, you know.
Our tribal council does a phenomenal job. They put the right people in the right positions. They are very forward thinking, and you know, they think about what's best for the community and what's best for the tribe as a whole.
Yeah, awesome.
So really, all the credit goes to our tribal council. They do a great job leading us.
Well, I know you're in a management position, so you're the guy that's got to get it done, right? You were here early in the morning before everything, man, and last one to leave, right? But to be
I don't know about last one to leave today, but I was here earlier and I was here yesterday. So yeah, I help see things through to the end. So, but I have great leadership.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but positive things in regard to what you could do for us. I mean, he's the man, you know. If you need something, you call him. So, you know, but
I didn't know I was going to be on
right, we just caught you impromptu, right? And we didn't even give these guys a title yet, right? Can you tell us your name so we can kind of tell?
Ben Brenner. I'm the tribal administrator for Gun Lake Tribe.
Right on, sitting here with a dignitary, man. For real, man. I'll say that because it's such hard work. I know what you have to do somewhat, you know. So.
Yeah, normally he has his noose on here. It's called a tie, you know.
The cotton noose.
Yeah.
Well, tribal celebration with the family. So we're going to be doing some gaming with elders, right? We're doing all kind of card games and fun things.
We're going to have card games. We're going to have dice. We've got some tables reserved for elders so they can have a good spot to watch this phenomenal show. It's just a time to relax and just enjoy the day. I mean, we got a light rain outside, but still, people are still out there walking around playing, going down to the lake. It's just a time to come together. So,
Nice,
and everybody's having a great time. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, it's been great. You know, Clandestine Live here, episode 32. Honored to be here at the camp. You know, I mean, it's unbelievable. And I keep saying, I'm going to say the word again, opulence, man. Because our people, you know, your tribe, your people have earned this. Fully earned it. You've done the work. You're continuing to do the footsteps, And it's unbelievable to me too, the amount of help you're giving to the community, positive feelings, right?
It really has been great. Like the leaders that came before us, they set the foundation, and the people from the ground up, everybody's doing a phenomenal job. The grounds here are top notch. Our powwow arena is phenomenal. Just everybody is working together to achieve the same goal. So, and that's what's best for the tribe.
Definitely. Well, the efficiency was great, and I got to say, this is we've been working on the show Warrior Zeitgeist for some time. You know, Dave and I have written the songs and written the story, and this team comes together. But the story is about an individual like yourself. It's about every man, every woman, as we make our way through life. You know, we have to find our way. You know, your rites of passage, if you will, and you learn how to create commerce for yourself, right? And Warrior Zeitgeist, it's a story of every man, of every woman, because no matter what background, no matter what culture you are, you come from a people that sat around a fire as their only light at one point. We were all tribal people at one point, and we needed each other to survive. So the story Warrior Zeitgeist in the show is really a commencement or an ode to all the individuals making it happen every day, you know, because it doesn't just happen. It's not magic per se, you know. The energy is wonderfully magic, but somebody has to get up in the morning.
Yep.
Right? So that Warrior Zeitgeist,
Yep.
like you're providing for your kids, and I do. I watched it work, so there's pride behind it.
Yep.
You can have a job, but to really do it as a life way is something to be commended, you know.
You know, there's something to be said for that, because everything that I do every single day for the tribe, I know has a direct impact on family, friends, and my kids, which is incredibly important to me. And it's not just me. I mean, I just happen to be here this day, but there's countless people like me across the tribe that get up every single day, and their sole focus is what's best for the tribe and for their families. So.
Well, I'm really proud to be able to send the signal out. You know, we always say clandestine live. We're sending this energy and signal out into space through a satellite, maybe a cell phone tower, and maybe we're hitting your hand, you know, or your cell phone in your hand, or your smart TV.
Yeah.
And so energy's real, right? No matter what you believe, you know that it's positive and negative. You start your car, you turn your lights on. So we definitely want to show homage and show tribute to those energies, you know. And as we send the signal out, we want to send good feelings to people.
Yep.
You know, the world that we live in, there's a lot of things to be worried about, if you will. But we want to provide moments and times that if we can take you away for a song, man, for 3 minutes and make your world better for a moment.
Yeah, we done our job.
Yeah.
To the heart.
You know, if you can feel what I feel, then it's a musical masterpiece, right? To quote the Beastie Boys.
Yeah. Yeah, really.
But Clandestine Live, man, it's a social movement. We're connected with a nonprofit, Operation Peace Project. What we're doing is utilizing music, arts, and entertainment as a means to bolster the awareness and prevention of suicide. It's a cause that's relevant in any peoples, in any walks of life, no matter who you are, what race, age. It's literally the worst epidemic. It's you know, it's worse than anything.
Bad.
We hear a lot about different things, and not to downplay any tragedy, but most of us have been affected in some way by suicide. And when you think about suicide, it's been said that that decision is made, and from the decision, it's usually from 5 to 10 minutes that the act is carried out. So if we can catch it within that 5 minutes and remind you you're not alone, we did our job. If we can have Ashley dancing and it just brings you happiness, if we can bring these drums out, if we can, you know, bring someone like Bob doing his job as a life way, then it sends a good energy out, and it helps people understand that we mean well, that we have good intention. Right? Clandestine Live, as I said.
Clandestine Live.
They're not alone.
No one's
You're not
alone. We're all in it together.
We are.
You know,
So.
we're on the same
Well,
ship.
we traveled here. We took about, I don't know how many hours, man. We had quite a journey to get here.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely had an adventure
30
coming
hours
this way.
We left Tempe, Arizona at midnight,
Yeah.
and we traveled through. We had a
driving.
few things happen as we came.
A
little
few
car
bumps
troubles,
along
a
the
few
road.
things. But we kept moving.
Kept going.
Kept
Come
moving. I was telling Connell, man, man, I should just hitchhike. I'd get there quicker.
You might
Yeah,
have.
right. Could have, man.
You'd have
Yeah.
been, you'd have been at the casino way before.
Tonight
us.
we're preparing for Warrior Zeitgeist. You know, we're going to start out, and you heard What's the Big Idea is going to be working with us. Wonderful jazz trio.
What?
We got Anthony Wakeman. Tony's going to play some flute music.
Got the
Wonderful.
Hooper
He's got a
brothers.
few albums out, right?
The Hooper brothers gonna do some stuff.
Yeah, we are definitely going to bring that classical guitar out,
Yeah.
right? We have them rehearsed on one of our songs too. We're going to bring them up and
Yeah.
play.
That's awesome.
fun.
That Damn Artist is going to do a showcase, right? It's Dave's fault we're all together. He had an idea. He wanted a native group, man.
Blame him
Yeah.
for all
Native
of this.
American group. Here we are, man.
Yep.
So David A. Montour is going to showcase some of his songs. You know, we're backing him up.
Yeah.
Then we're all getting together for Warrior Zeitgeist.
Yep.
You know, like I said. And this is the first of many. We're
First
working
of
hard,
many.
right? Taking this journey and taking energy out there. It's
Yeah.
important. But we have some videos to roll. I know some assets. Why don't we show some of that
got
from
some
yesterday
clips?
as we're setting up? We were planning to be out in the amphitheater, man. And
Yeah.
we'll show some of that. You'll see it. But we got rained out, man. We do rain dance.
Yeah.
You know, we
Got
we
the
carry
rain
the
coming
drum,
in.
we carry the staff around, and we have to be grateful for rain. So,
Yeah.
you know, thankful for the rain, but we did
Yeah.
have to move inside. You've got to see the beautiful facilities
Yeah,
and stuff that
GJAC.
Gun Lake has out here, their campground and
GJAC.
powwow grounds. So let's run that tape.
Roll the clip.
All
Roll
right.
the clip, clandestine live.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just
All
keep
right.
talking then.
Well, as we walked around the town or the camp here, man, we got some golf carts
We got
traveled
we got a
around,
couple.
right?
We went in the forest.
Nice.
through the forest.
Went a
We
little
got to-
off-roading.
We got to see their sugar shack.
Sugar shack.
They tap maple trees here, so
Yep.
we got fresh
Get
maple, syrup, right?
sugar.
At the meat.
You
That
know?
molasses.
Yeah, I come here to get replenished with the maple sugar because when I stir my coffee, my finger gets smaller.
Should probably get that checked out.
Yeah, man, that's a condition, bro. Right on, man. And getting here, you know, traveling here, we didn't come in a tour bus. You know, we got a 15-passenger van. We put some stuff together.
Caravan.
How many hours did you drive,
Oh,
man?
I have no idea. Until I was tired, I know that much.
Yeah, it was a great time crossing the United States, our wonderful country, man, seeing the beauty. We got to
Yeah.
see some fireflies.
How many
Yeah.
miles do you think we went?
And got to travel with the band.
All of yeah.
Nobody complained.
15
everybody
million
did their
pit stops.
thing.
Everyone had to go to the bathroom
And,
at different times.
we decided
Yeah, I
to
know.
start calling Crow TB for
TB.
tiny bladder.
Tiny
Right.
bladder. Yeah. Well,
We
you
just
know.
stopped like 20 minutes ago. Why are we going to stop again, man? Come on, we got to drive. We got like 25 hours
I
left.
asked if I could go in the cup.
this
Everyone
guy's
was all like, "No,
No, dude.
you already
Gotta
splashed
plan
us
ahead,
once."
man.
So it's all good
No.
though.
We had a great time though, and it's part of bonding, man. Part of
Yeah.
bonding and learning how to be a group and working together,
Yeah.
Crow.
Yeah,
That's
I
how it
guess
goes,
so.
bro.
And you know, the good news is that things do work out because we did have a kind of a not a good day on Wednesday. We had some issues with the car and different things. However, it's also realizing that the next day that we would have been right in a spot where there was 13 tornadoes. You know.
Wow, so our delay kept us out of tornadoes,
That's
for
right.
real?
Yep. So
Nice.
it's always a good thing.
See, that you stressed out for no reason,
did
guys.
something
You know,
right.
you should just.
I don't know. I didn't notice anyone stressing, honestly.
No, not really.
Not one person
Internally.
stressed. They just went, all right, well, I'm going to go get a drink. I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'm going to Perkins, I guess.
I'll be in this store over here until your car's ready.
Yeah.
So there was no stress, man.
Yeah.
Everybody threw down. And I
You'd
got
been
to
more
say,
stress than those tornadoes, I bet.
yeah, a little
Yeah. I mean,
50,
yep.
what was there, 8 of them or something?
Well, when you're touring with Dave, dude, it's no joke, man. We've been in a position we're driving through Nebraska, was it one time?
Yeah.
Right?
In Nebraska. Yeah.
Right? Or Kansas,
No.
maybe? Kansas.
Iowa.
Iowa. All right. One of those
Iowa.
plain states, right?
One of the ones with
We
corn
had
in
we
it.
had a dually and a trailer, and we had a little convoy going. Dave's
Yeah.
driving in front. Man, we had a tornado warning, dude. Full
Yeah.
warning,
Full
right?
warning,
Like
and it
pull
was
over.
coming right towards us.
Yeah, seek shelter immediately, you know, and stop your car if you're driving. And Dave's in the driver's seat, and he says to us, "Well, these truck drivers aren't stopping. I ain't stopping."
Yeah.
And he pushed it to the floor. We drove
Yeah.
through the tornado, man. We
Yeah.
could see the thing over here.
Yeah.
So that's how clandestine rolls. We
Yeah,
don't
we-
stop for nothing,
nope.
dude.
Just drive by it.
You're
You
gonna go
book
get
us,
it
we're
done.
showing up, man. We're showing up, dude.
Yep.
That's
That
right.
is awesome.
We are on Clandestine Live right now, episode 32. So I've got to say, follow, like,
Is
and
that
share.
correct?
Give me some follow, like, and share.
Something.
Follow, like, and
32?
share.
32
That's
episodes,
so
ladies
many
and gentlemen.
episodes.
And Ash and
Clandestine
Dance,
life.
Ash and
Clandestine
Doreen
life.
do
Clandestine
their
life.
thing. You guys got some new episode, this an update on some stuff?
It's been a great time, man. We've got a
You?
lot of things
Yeah,
happening
yeah,
as
an
we
update
go, and these
Clandestine
episodes
life.
build up. We have people coming on as sponsors.
So
man.
many
They're wanting to
people. Oh my God.
sponsor, dude.
Yeah.
They want
You're
to
gonna
sponsor you,
me?
Crow.
What do I need to get sponsored?
Well, Crow's Instagram went from like 300 people to 5,000 people.
wow, that's
So,
ridiculous.
If you're not following his Instagram, I don't know
well,
where
then
you've
I don't
been.
know who else
you know.
is, because there's like 8 million people following it.
Right,
So.
well, you got to bump that up to 6 figures, dude. He's doing. Remember
I need
the
to get a blue
hashtags,
check mark.
right?
Anybody can help me out with that?
Right. Follow, like, and share,
Follow,
man. We're not
like,
kidding
and
around.
share.
Clandestine
For real.
Live,
Follow,
episode
like, and
32.
Yep. And
We're
get
out
all
here
your
showing-
family do the same thing. Your friends.
That's
follow,
right.
like, and share.
Sick and
Why should
tired
you
of
do
not
that?
being a household name,
Why
guys.
should you do that? Because we're real guys doing
I'm in your
real
house
stuff,
right now.
good intentions, right?
That's right.
Yeah, man.
No.
Look, I'm playing my own music on my player.
Are you
here.
playing music? Is that what that is?
Yeah, I just have
Yeah.
a speaker connected to me at all times.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh yeah. He walks around with the music to his life. You know. He has a soundtrack to his all his feelings. It's connected to
When
his.
I enter a room, I cue up my entry song, my
Yeah,
theme
walking-
song.
Yeah.
Ba, ba, ba.
He's the kind of person that
That's
used to have a mood ring, and then
That's
it just wasn't cool anymore, so he needed something to bump it up.
Yeah, the mood ring, you know. I went through too many moods at once.
Too
and
many
I wore
moods
out,
and,
hanging around this group, man. I was like happy, sad, angry, lonely, all at once, man.
Well, that's how we do it. You know?
Without
We
drugs.
overwhelm you.
Without drugs.
That's what happens when you bring stuff like this out, man.
Yep.
You know, this
Awesome.
drum here, we've been gifted. Actually, it was part of a ceremony, a woman's ceremony for years. This drum played at a ceremony for over a decade, and we were honored enough to be gifted with it to take it with us on Warrior Zeitgeist. You know, and you see, we are native people. You hear the word warrior, you know, and you wonder. People have asked, man, why do you use the word warrior? Because our people were warrior society, man. I'm a Lakota person, man. Right? So I came from a warrior society. Our leaders, they trained us from birth to protect our people, right? A warrior like myself took nothing for himself. He gave it to his lady, to his family, to the community.
Yep.
He made sure the families were
sure-
taken care of. And
Make
then
sure
you ate.
everybody ate.
Yeah.
Nobody was
You know,
hungry.
if there's danger, you go first. You take care of it. That's why we say warrior. You know, when there's a job to get done, if the rent ain't paid, you get out there and you get it paid.
Yep.
That's a warrior, right? Female or male, man.
Yep.
Either one, you get it done.
Yep.
And I have to say, we're here at Gun Lake Tribe. We're here, you know, and I'm talking about the success. But some years ago, I met Dave at an art show. Just walked up and I watched him. I seen his art. You know, I've been familiar with art before that, so I knew it was quality. You know, through my brother Joseph Sanchez. You can see him on our social media too. Wonderful painter, etc. Him and I worked at, you know, galleries, Riva Yar's gallery. I knew what high-end art was. I've been to the Smithsonian before I met you, you know. So when I seen Dave's portfolio, I knew this guy was exceptional. And I'll say it, you know, if you ever see his work, there's not too many people that can achieve that. And I could say that because
Yeah.
I've seen it, man.
Well, thank you.
He's not going to tell you that. He'll show you, though.
Yeah, I'll show
I'll tell
you.
you how you
Right.
did it.
He'll show you. But when I saw that portfolio, Dave, you know, it's unreal because that day I walked away and Dave decided, I think you just decided we were going to have a band, dude.
Yeah, I guess so.
Right? Because you asked me if I was a singer. There's no
Yeah.
way to know that.
Yeah, well, Connor was walking away. We talked for a moment. All of a sudden, he started walking away. And I don't know why or anything, all of a sudden out of my mouth goes, "Hey, are you a singer?"
Yeah.
As
You know,
he's walking away.
And I'm
yeah.
all egotistical, man. So I'm like, oh, he must have saw my band.
He must.
Why-
He
why
f-
if-
you did a
why
hair
if-
flip back at him, sir. Yes,
why,
I
of course I'm a singer.
the number one singer
He's like,
in the
you
world.
must have well, no, I didn't see your band, but
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Anyway, he turned around. Well, yeah, yes, I am.
Must have been the hair.
Well, I have a project.
Yeah. So it was a few days later we jammed, you know, and there was a time in my career I chose when I was 5 years old, Dave. I told my mom and my dad, and I said it.
Yeah.
I don't think they realized. Right now they know. So 5 years old, I said, I'm going to be the native Elvis. I'm going to be like Elvis. I'm going to sing. I'm going to travel the world and see my
Awesome,
name
man.
in lights.
Yep.
You know, and after meeting you, that's what I did.
Talk
Yep.
with an accent.
Right?
You
helped
sure
me do
did.
that. You helped me achieve that.
Yep.
Right?
For real.
And as we move forward, it seemed ridiculous just to be a rock star. You know, it seemed, and I've heard you say, I mean, you create these wonderful monuments, dude, amazing things.
Yeah.
But you yourself have said, well, that's selfless, or it's not selfless, it's selfish, you know? You're creating these things. So to be a rock star is somewhat selfish. You know, look at me, look at me. So in our way, in our tradition, our families, the way Dave was taught, the way I was taught, you serve the community. And so that's why we've brought nonprofit in. That's why we've brought suicide prevention. We've connected our traditions, some of our traditions and ways of life to the music and to the concert, so that it's not about taking. It's not a rock show or a show that we're taking. We're not needing ego boosts. We're here to give you one. We're here to remind you, like Ashley said, or like you've said, you're not alone. This day and age, in this world, in this time information age, you know, the most powerful thing can be a Instagram post, man. But if we just continue as people to just goof around and we sign off and we write off social media, right now, I know that Wolfgang is watching us.
Yeah.
I know that Bernd is in Berlin watching us right now, right? I also know that Juanita and Jade are in Australia. They're going to watch this.
Yeah.
That gives me the ability to reach them. I can do this, I can touch this drum here, and I can send out a wonderful signal, some warmth to our brothers and sisters down there in Australia and Queensland, you know, the ones that gift us with the yiggy yiggy.
Yep.
Clandestine has traveled around. We've been honored enough to meet and greet with many communities and cultures, you know, and we came from a time when, man, long distance phone call costed a lot of money, man. I still remember that, you know? So to talk to someone in Australia, to have the power to influence someone in a positive way now, how many people watching now? Even if there's 10 out there, we're reaching someone, right? So use your social media, man. Don't sign it off. I hear so many people go, oh, man, I don't do that Facebook stuff,
It's
man.
not cool, man.
It's not, oh, man.
Listen.
Well, maybe you're not cool. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that was me for a long time, right?
I don't do
Yeah,
Facebook.
I know Dave was always like, nah, I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
know
do that
what kind of
kid stuff,
Facebook I
man.
want to
And
be
now,
on.
now I go onto his
Right.
Instagram and there's just hundreds of
I know.
videos. Him, hey,
Now
I'm
you
here.
gotta-
What's up?
Now Dave's got the Instagram down. dude.
Now I
He's got
can't
his
get
thing.
off it. I
Got
got a
the
habit.
He's a
I'm
hashtag
addicted.
in a way.
He's
I'm
getting that
addicted
selfie
to the
stick.
Facebook now. Shoot.
Right.
That's all I do.
But I gotta say, man, I've been saying that because I'm asking you guys out there, you viewers, no matter what your age is, no matter what you do, show us what you're doing, man. It's right.
Send us
Literally show
videos.
Well,
us, dude.
okay, so maybe we haven't opened that platform up yet.
Oh, right.
Well, I know a lot of people
Send
are
us
going live
video.
on their own, but
Well, we
yeah,
run
send
clips
us
all the
videos.
time.
If
So-
you wanted to send us videos, we
Shame
could
and
put them
crickets.
into our into our show. So if you have something cool that you're doing, reach out to us. Send us an email. Send us a message. Ask if you want to be on the show. Like
Right.
we have 52 episodes we're doing. I think we have like almost 20 left. So
Right.
yeah.
This is
So
32.
if you want to be on the show,
That's
you want to
just
do
season
something,
one,
you got
Ash.
something we need to know,
Season
you want
1
to
through
share.
4.
Season 1 of Clandestine Live is 52
Well,
episodes.
I see Jeff walking in here, man. I'm gonna put him on the spot. Hey, Jeff, can we pull you up here, Jeff Martin?
He's all like,
We're on
can we get a
Clandestine
nice
Live
round of
here.
applause, please?
Can I at least get a golf clap? We're filming in front of a live studio
all right.
audience tonight, man. Jeff Martin of the Gun Lake Tribe. Thank you, Jeff.
He's having a good
You
one.
know, and it's been a great to be acquainted and become friends with you here as we get to know you. And like I said, I just keep giving commencement or honor to Gun Lake. You know, I think you guys living in it and seeing it, maybe you don't sometimes realize how amazing and beautiful it is to see your families get together, to have the ability to throw something like this, right? And we have relatives that have traveled from areas, and they can come here and be family, man. So thank you, Jeff.
Well, I'd like to
Yeah, you're good.
I'd like to say miigwech to all of you guys for coming. We're also honored that you're here with us doing this for us, and especially honored that one of our own is a member of your group, Dave Montour.
Founding member.
That's always a bragging point for us with how good you guys are and how what you do. So
Right on.
we're also honored to have you guys here performing for us, and this won't be the last time.
Excellent, man. Well,
Big what?
also to keep it real, man, I see you brought a staff out, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Let's take a
Look
look
at
at
that.
Gun Lake Tribe Community Eagles.
Well, I'm definitely honored,
That's
Jeff.
honored.
Thank you. You know, to be able to come out and be taken seriously with our music. Clandestine was started over 20 years ago. Dave and I started rehearsing, you know. Right on.
Yeah.
We got
And
Bob,
Bob.
up here, too. Bob's been on the
Yeah,
show
this is-
before. You've
yeah,
seen
this
Bob
is a-
Peters, man.
Bob's been on the podcast already. Down if you how you doing,
Right
Bob?
on, Bob.
All right, man.
You're a podcaster now.
Yeah, I'm glad to be
That's
back
how
up
it
here
happens.
again.
Good
One
one,
time on a
Jeff.
podcast,
Good one,
you're a
Jeff, right?
podcaster.
He just tapped you in, dude.
Who just called me Rado? Get him up here.
You're good. All right, we'll talk to you later,
Tag
Bob.
team podcast.
No, but you know, we were making rock music in Dave's living room, man. Over 20 years ago, we had a few songs that we each wrote, man. A couple of those are going to be in this set tonight, you know. But when we started, we had no idea the level of honor that we would receive, man. We've traveled around, and for you guys to bring out your Eagle staff at our show, to put up the colors, to do what you did, man, I'm really honored, Bob. It's unbelievable.
We're glad you're here. Like I said, when I did your podcast
Yeah, we're good.
last time, it was amazing. The show you guys put on, it was quite an experience for me. It's an honor to do it.
Yeah, it was cool to have you on, too. We kind of kidnapped you on your
You
vacation.
did. I didn't know
right?
what to expect.
We were
You
like,
guys
come on,
set me up.
Bob. Hey, we got to go to
What
the
did I get
jam
myself
room.
into?
Right?
It was a good time, though.
Right. We bribed him with chips and salsa and Mexican food because we were in Arizona, you know, and then
They did. They took me out to eat first. They wined and dined me. And
right, and then we're like, hey, can you be on our podcast, Bob? We need a dignitary on there, you know, somebody.
I had a blast,
Somebody.
though.
Yeah,
was
it was
awesome.
cool. It's cool. We got your signature up there.
Yep.
We got to get some more Gun Lake people down there to that studio. Get your signatures on there. Some other tribes, you know.
Put them on the wall.
Get all the council
Yeah.
signature on there eventually.
Yeah, definitely, man.
It's
and
it's filling
like I
up
said,
pretty
as
quick.
we started out, we were just playing music, man. Rock music, right? You got to get a little close. You got to kiss that mic because Anthony needs your sweet sounds
Anthony
there. Right?
wants you to put
But
your
we were
mouth
just
right
playing
on it.
rock music, man. That was the goal, dude. Dave was watching MTV. You know, we're sitting here in Turtle Island, dude. United States of America. Dave's watching MTV and is going, "There's no native representation, man. Where's the tribal representation? Music,
Right.
television in the United States, and you don't have natives on the screen? What's wrong with you?" Right? Because, hey, there was many of them. People would say, oh, there's no native bands. And I was going to say, when I started, someone actually told me, you can't be the lead singer of a rock band. You're Indian. You're native. Well,
Well, you proved them wrong, right?
yeah,
Look at
right.
You guys now.
20-some years later, you know, as we move around the
Well,
country.
We haven't made MTV yet, but maybe because of a
Well, I
reality
think we
show,
outlived
a
MTV,
reality
man.
show, maybe they'll put us on now.
Well,
you know?
I don't know. Shout out to Bob Friedman, too, man, the creator of MTV. We had a phone conversation some time ago,
Yep.
you know, and he knows what we're doing, so maybe we can create a native
Okay,
MTV,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
Or
that's
maybe
fine.
just a new kind of thing, you know. Because Clandestine Live, man, we started out in our jam room just kind of goofing around.
The
going
Real
live.
Housewives
Hey,
of
we're
the
playing
Res
some
or something.
songs. Let's see what's... Then we noticed, man, there's 20 people watching. There's 50 people. There's 100, there's 300, there's 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do something
That's
real
right.
here.
Yeah.
And at that time, the creator brings things together. I really believe that, you know. The higher powers, God, if you will, whatever your belief is, you know, hopefully you have a connection to that energy because it's hard to deny it. When you
Yeah.
set intentions, man, like this,
Yeah.
we met Alan and Veronica. You know, we've met Follower Bliss Media. We ran into Coop here. We've known
Hallelujah,
William
Bliss.
Cooper. We've put a team together. We got Anthony on sound and performance,
And
right?
we got dancers.
Well, the
and
dancers, man.
Dez,
More than
all
just
these
dancers,
ladies,
too.
yeah.
Well, they're
a lot
clinicians
of
as
people.
well. We're connecting health and wellness to entertainment like it's never been done before. You know, our people, you're the Potawatomi people, Lakota, no matter what tribe you were, you didn't separate those things, man. You know, you can't move in economy and forget about spirit. You can't move in politics and forget about family, but that's kind of how we're promoted to do that. Well, as Indian people, as native people in Indian country, we don't have to do that, man. We can do what we want. That's why we're connecting health and wellness to entertainment as it should be. Music is a medicine, it's a spirit. Right? So
Yeah.
we want to show
Yeah,
tribute
and
to it,
definitely,
honestly, you know.
And thank you guys for all your help that you're in support over the years, even, you know, because we've been here before there was anything, you know. and to see the growth and all that good stuff. It's you know
Yeah,
it's
man.
good.
It's good to have those too, man. I keep saying it because I am like Dave. It's coming from a place where we created this from nothing, man. We had nothing. We decided to put some band equipment together, you know. We brought some native. Dave put some stuff together. He put his own money down so we could start a band some 20 years ago. We've traveled the world, man.
Yeah.
We've played music to, man, some of the biggest dignitaries there are. And I believe it's because we were always true to things, man. You know, like yourself. Thank you, Bob. And we want to continue showing the energy and all the support that we're being given. We definitely want to show, you know, all tribute to that. Our elders come first. Our children, we're going to protect them for the next 7 generations. Yeah, and that's the goal, right? So with music entertainment, we do it the way we want, man. Indian Country, Clandestine Live, episode 32. You know, it's people, man. Yeah, we have different backgrounds. We have different family names, and maybe your skin's a little different colored, but man, we're still men and women. We have hearts beating in our heart.
That's
You know,
right.
in our
Yep,
bodies, we
for
have
real.
these hearts that are the same. We've got these rhythms that are almost the same going through us, man. We've got to be one. It's time. It's beyond time.
Yep.
Right, and with that, we have some footage, some fun stuff. You know, we run this week with Ash and Serene all the time. It's showing humanness, man. They always take us to cool spots. So let's run some of that. Clandestine Live, episode 32, live from G-Jack Camp at Gun Lake.
We got some
Tribal
clips?
celebration.
Contract says 20 more.
That's right,
It's
man.
clip
So
time,
let's roll that clip of
time.
Ash and
It's
Serene, and we're gonna
clip
prepare. We're gonna
time,
do some
clip
sound
time.
checking. We're gonna
It's
throw a rock
clip
show here
time,
tonight. Are you ready?
clip
Are you
time.
ready? We've got a studio audience. Can I get a little noise? Yeah. Are you ready for Warrior Zeitgeist? Yeah. Let's get it going. Let's roll that Ash and Serene, and we'll be right back. Clandestine Live.
I'm here at Nikki's mom's house and we are doing a photo shoot today. Look at Tabby over there. She's representing Cancer. I'm representing Pisces. See my outfit.
I just got my wisdom teeth out today, and I am currently cooking up some food. I took a night off the show in order to meal prep all my meals. So one thing I made was a agua fresca out of pureed watermelon, mint, and lime juice. I just squeezed lime, stuck mint leaves, and took a whole watermelon and NutriBulleted it, and just made a bunch of jars of this so that I could have sugar, nutrients, and tastiness, since I can't eat any hard food right now. Got all the veggies that I just cooked up in there, and the potatoes, and some garlic, and some seasonings. I also poured some flax milk in there so it could get a little creamy. And then these things work beautiful. Highly suggested. You can just smell that. And then I'm going to take some of my cauliflower soup and use it on top of here as my gravy. Oh, baby. Go. Ooh, super mashed super creamy kind of things. You just gotta get creative. It's really what I'm noticing. It's just all about being creative. Look in the fridge and be like, what can I make? And then just start throwing a bunch of stuff together. Obviously ask your tummy first if it would like it though. Not like your taste buds. Of course your taste buds would. Ask your tummy. Coming in with another super easy, delicious recipe that can really be used for dessert or any type of little snack. And you can add your own stuff. But this is avocado mousse. I've got avocado, bananas, cacao. I put a date in there. And I put some pumpkin spice. And some carob. And yeah, that's it. And then I'm just going to blend it. Oh, and some flax milk, of course. Then you just blend it. And there you have the final product. Oh! Super moussey. So delicious.
Ladies and gentlemen, Clandestine Live, episode 32 from Camp G-Jack. Gunmate Tribe is hosting us. We're about to rock this room out, man. How you feeling,
Right.
Dave?
I'm feeling excellent.
Yeah. Can you introduce these gentlemen up here for
Okay,
us?
over here, we got a couple of guys that I'm extremely proud of. They're my nephews, my sister's kids. And he's playing the flute now, and he went to school for playing music. They both ex-Marines or former
Marines for
Marines
life,
Marines
man.
for life, yeah. Yeah,
That's
always
right.
Marine.
That's right. So,
Yeah,
what
so-
are these gentlemen's names, Dave?
Yeah, we got Josh.
Josh on guitar.
Yeah, no, on flute and
Josh on
vocals. And then we got Joe on the guitar there, classical guitar.
Right.
Like I said, he's got his master's in music. Very proud of that. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
man.
And
All right.
Marines.
Well, we're going to share the stage with these guys. They're going to do a set of their own, a little bit of their music, but we're going to bring them up on Warrior Zeitgeist too for the first time. Just one of many,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So, man, I'm really honored you guys made the travel out here, share with the family, you know.
Yeah, they're also part of Gun Lake.
That's
Tribe.
right, man.
Yeah.
Gun Lake Tribe, dude.
Yeah.
For real today. And let's come over here. We're doing Warrior Zeitgeist. We're bringing the blast from the past. We got the rock stars up
That's
front
really
here,
blast
you know,
from the past
on
is great.
guitar. Of course, we Des Tillman, guitars and taking care of the shredding solos.
Yeah.
And if you like
Guitars
beautiful
and-
melodies and rhythms,
Or
we got Crow
people.
on this beautiful golden guitar. Look at this thing, man.
Yeah.
It glistens
Are you
in the
ready
night.
for the show, bro?
I'm ready.
Are
You
you
guys
ready?
ready?
This guy's been rehearsing like, you know,
10 minutes a day. That's
it's
what
like,
it takes.
It's like oxygen.
Takes 10 minutes a day.
And back over here, we've got quite a review, man. We've got the Warrior Zeitgeist Orchestra put together, man. We pulled in the big guns from all over the place. You saw What's the Big Idea earlier, jazz trio, and also on the man in the place, the bass in the place, the bass in your butt.
In your rear.
You know, get you groovy. We called in the big man, Chris Washington, on these 4 strings, you know. Thanks for being here, Chris. So if you are a Clandestine fan, have you heard the song Seeker Visions? Chris and I and Steve here introduced him. We wrote that song about 30 years ago, man.
Yeah, and that's crazy.
You know,
Pretty awesome.
I think I was kids, man. You know, so back here on the kit, this kit traveled the world with Clandestine. This little logo here, you see the Aboriginal influence as we were adopted into the Birragubba tribe down in Queensland, man. We got G on the kit tonight. What's up, G?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
All right.
So if you ever heard any kind of Clandestine recording, this is the drums that are on almost every recording. This is G, man. We've traveled the world together, man.
Yep.
So it's been very interesting. I got to walk over here. What's a big idea coming up? We're going to,
the big idea.
you know, we're going to be closing up this Clandestine Live show with the follow, like, and share tune. We're just going to throw it at you, too. Yeah, we're throwing a tune at you. How you doing, Mike? With what's a big idea?
chilling and killing.
That's right, man. Well, we share a similar studio back at home, and we're also always working together, hanging out. So, man, I'm really honored and proud that What's Her Big Idea is on stage with us.
We're thrilled to be here. It's awesome. Awesome that you could invite us out for this. So thank you for having us.
Yeah, definitely, man. And as we start, we're going to share different music. We also have Anthony Wakeman. We're going to share a nice, wonderful flute set. He's a recorded Canyon Records recording artist. Yep. And, you know, really has been a big help. And if it wasn't for him, a lot of this stuff wouldn't happen. Thank you, Anthony. We're going to stream some of that.
Yep.
We've got some other music coming up, so
Live
enjoy,
streaming.
man. Here we are,
we'll do it live.
Clandestine Live, man.
We're gonna do it live. Actually,
let's do the announcer
we do everything
voice,
live.
You know,
so.
Clandestine Live, episode 32, Dave.
Yep.
3, 2. Don't forget to follow, like, and share. We're going to be back next week. We go live at least once a week. I stole Chris's phone over here, man. What's up?
Took it.
I
Look at
got
that.
10. He showed me pictures of myself when I was young.
I'll just take this one.
A young whippersnapper.
Right. Clandestine Live, episode 32.
20? Jeez, we're going back in time.
Going back in time.
20
right?
more, though.
Back in time.
We got 20 million more to go.
20 million shows. Follow, like, and share. Like I said, use your social media, man. What the heck? You're
just a
literally
button.
able to communicate with someone on the other side of the planet.
That's right.
Right? You can say hello, see what the weather is over there. So we're honored to be here. Warrior Zeitgeist about to commence.
Yep.
Yeah, let's give them the follow, like, and share jam, guys.
All right. Follow, like, and share.
Yeah. Well, we're streaming right now, thanks to Follow Your Bliss Media, Verde
streaming.
Video. We've got Altered Destiny Productions taking care of business, but thank you, Follow Your Bliss Media. We're streaming to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and anything else he can reach and connect to on a social media level. How many people are we reaching weekly, man? We're weekly reaching about 18,000 people, Dave, or more at least.
That watch, actually.
Right, so we got
by
to
the
be
end of the
serious
week
about
is-
it, man. We
by
got to
the-
goof around for real, dude.
By the end of the week, that's way up there now. It's kind of cool, really.
Yeah, right. I remember the last time, you know, I think the last time we played for 20,000 people at once was in Liverpool, right?
Yeah.
And we've got
Liverpool,
some
England, yeah.
plans in the works. We've been talking to the Matthew Street Festival people, hopefully,
Yep.
right? We've been,
Yep.
hopefully Angela's been putting some good
I
words
know,
in
huh?
for us. She's going to come and visit us, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Coming,
so
her
some
and
friends
Alex
from the UK.
coming over.
So we got plans to be traveling abroad real soon. We've got some wonderful singles, man, in the works. We have some people in the house that are putting everything together so we can share some music, man. CC in the house, songwriter, vocal coach. Thanks for being here, Coop, CC. It's wonderful, but don't forget to follow, like, and share. We're going to get this thing started, man.
All right. I think they're gonna forget, but we're gonna do it anyway, just to make them remember.
Live, clandestine live, clandestine live, clandestine live. Follow, like, and share. Follow, like, and share. Follow, like, and share. Follow,
Get out
like,
your
and share.
phones right
Follow,
now.
like, and share.
Clandestine Live, episode 32. Very honored to be broadcasting live from Camp G-Jack. Yeah, shout out to Gunlink Tribe. What's up, Potawatomi? Yeah. All right, let's get this thing sound checked, man. Look at this concert venue we have, Des.
Yep.
You gonna
Really
rock,
nice.
man? You ready?
All right, here we go.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you next week, but don't forget to stay tuned. Follow, like, and share. Follow, like, and share. Follow, like, and share. Follow, like, and share. Clandestine Live, episode 32. Much love.
Share.
We'll see you next time. I gotta stretch out, dude. I got some dancing to do, man. We gotta go around this drum a few times, bro.
Clandestine live. Clandestine live.
Destine and what they're doing for the community and kids today cannot be beat.
It's not about fame, it's not about power, His love is our true name.